What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 98.
That's
Game Over, Game On.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost to 100. 100 is the next week is going to be iffy because my second son, is going to be born on September the 7th. So that is next week of
2 days before my birthday.
The day after Destiny comes out. So I won't
It's
get to play
Destiny,
it. Destiny
Brent.
2, I know.
Your son's birth is Destiny.
Yeah. I'm going to rename him.
Don't.
Destiny.
Don't.
No.
I'm going to rename him something terrible.
I'm going to rename him Destiny 2. I'm going to rename him Gaul.
No comment.
Ghaal.
Oh,
Gaul. Why is his... It's such a terrible name. But I've been on Media Blackout on that, and Destiny 2 beta's open, and I might make a Battle.net account and download it just to see what it looks like on PC. And even though my computer, my graphics card probably can't run it, but, you know...
mighty good.
I won't. I'm playing it, sticking to the console. Sticking to
I'll buy it on console for
4.
you, buddy. I will buy it on console.
Who are you going to play with on the PC?
No one.
Yeah.
I'll buy it because
I mean,
there's no one
least,
else
I
in
know,
the PC
I know.
world.
Andrew was probably going to get Destiny 2 at some point. Aaron will probably get Destiny 2. Maybe Cody. I'm sure he'll get Destiny 2.
Maybe. Surely he will, actually.
Kirby probably won't. He doesn't seem...
He is Destiny.
Oh. Well, maybe he'll play it. Maybe
Kirby.
Maybe we can get a 4-people team. Maybe. I don't know.
4 stack of sweet young fellas.
Yeah, shooting. We're gonna get 4 Titans, and we're gonna be the Bang Bros. Yeah, and we can make.
We gonna get 4 Titans and be the Bang Bros.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a. We're gonna be running in like just 4 people side by side, and we're gonna start yelling, "Here comes the Bang Bus!"
God damn it.
It's funny because it's just porn references, and that's why it's funny. It's funny.
We're all dressed the same.
Yeah, we all have the same armor, same color scheme, everything.
Here come the Bang Bus.
Yeah, I might just make a clan like that, just for sheer just laughs.
Look, the Bang Bros.
Yeah,
the Bang Bros is our new clan.
And then this the tagline, the little motto. Here comes the Bang Bus.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope no one takes that idea because that's really funny.
You gave it away really
I know.
early.
I'm sorry. It popped in my head, and I was just going with it. It just.
But now you can honestly
verbal
think
diarrhea.
If you see it, you could say that was my idea.
Yeah.
You hear it here first.
You heard it here first, and I'm gonna sue the fuck out. No, I don't have that energy.
It's like, no, we don't have that license. Actually, we don't
Yeah.
own the Bang Bros or
Yeah.
the Bang Bus, so we have nothing to sue for.
Isn't that I think like a ongoing, still running series of Brazzers?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it is.
Their porn's too fake for me to really watch.
Yeah. Hey, girl, you need a ride?
My boyfriend's supposed to be picking me up, and he's a dick.
Oh, cool. Hey, you want a ride? We'll give you a ride. And then they get in the bus, like, you suck my dick. Here's $50.
He's
Okay.
Here's $20 in the pizza.
And then they kick them out and don't give them the money and throw the pizza at them and drive off.
And they're naked sometimes.
And clearly you can tell that young girl is a porn star. They're just like, young girl sucks dick for cash, and you're like, I know her.
Usually, it's like usually
things.
because I've seen her suck dick for cash and other things.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You're not. That's illegal to film her and not pay her if she's a porn star. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know the nuances. I'm not a porn producer. If someone's out there, you're like, hey, I'm looking for a porn. Hey, hit us up. We'll be the Bang Bros. Just produce it. We'll just film it. We're not gonna.
Todd, Jim's not fluffed enough.
I'm gonna just wear all Adidas tracksuits.
Nothing but Adidas, and there's like
tracksuits.
Is that an Adidas beanie? You're like, yeah.
And I'm just gonna grow my beard out bigger, and I'm gonna put on like a 200 pounds, and
Tracksuit barely fits,
and then just tan a lot,
very tan. A lot of
smoke cigars.
I'm wearing silver and gold.
I'm gonna have kind of the same like hairstyle on a slick back, but I'm just gonna shave the real sides, and I'll be really just real thin, like super thin, and just like maybe like 3 strands of hair coming up, and just like smoking a cigar, like. That's right, Sally. You suck his dick like you're getting paid today, 'cause you're getting paid today.
So many,
and I'm all greasy, and I'm like, I'm gonna have like
you just have rings. You have so many rings.
Yeah, and lots of chest hair. Just like when you think of a '70s porn producer, like I want to be the actual real life representation of that.
Fat fingers.
Yeah,
you're just like you, and then his fingers. Like they're so fat and muscular, they still fear when you point. So it's like, you! And he's like, yes, sir. Goddamn right. You call me sir.
Yeah.
I want you to get him hard.
Yeah.
But I'm the lighting guy. Get him hard.
Okay, and on that note, this is Game Over, Game On. We're a comedy podcast focused on video games, geek culture, and all things awesome.
And porn, apparently.
No, we're just all things awesome. And what's more awesome than porn?
What's more awesome than people fucking?
Nothing. Than actual being the person that's doing the fucking.
Questionable.
Yeah.
It depends if you're into voyeurism.
God, that shit's disgusting. But, to each his own.
To each his own. I might watch it. Anywho. What?
You're talking about the ones who like the voyeurism, who are like the cannibal and the blood and the gore like porn stuff.
No, voyeurism is like when you're like
spying on somebody. There's a type of some kind of porn where they like it's like gore porn, where they like.
I'm pretty sure that's just murder.
Sex with like I don't know. I was listening to an episode of the Game Over Greggy show, and they were talking about Dream Daddy, and one of the writers of Dream Daddy, who is Vernon Shaw of Hot Pepper Gaming, and he was talking about some type of weird thing of porn that has to do with cannibalism and
There's
stuff.
all kinds of weird shit in porn.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I mean, you want to fill 98 with this? Because I could.
Yeah, no, we're not. So,
you ever seen splashing?
I don't even want to know. I do not want to know.
Sounds good, right?
It's
people out there, like, that sounds...
Splashing. Does it involve pooping?
Oh, no. Which, like, since you don't know... I'm going to leave it to your imagination to fill the gap. But splashing.
I'll look it up after we record this. So, yes.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm Grant McClure.
I'm Jake Lay.
And, like I said before we got into the weird, which if you're not used to the weird, I'm sorry.
Why are you on 98?
Yeah. I mean, if you're joining now, there's probably better episodes.
There's a door.
Yeah. There's probably better episodes, though. So, yes. We're Game Over, Game On. We're on podcast services around the globe, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music. Our RSS feed, if you don't use any of the big three, is podbean.com/GameOverGameOn/feed. You put that into your podcatcher. It'll take you anywhere you need. It'll take you to the shit. It'll put you in there. You can be all up to date to all the audio.
Take it at mofos.com.
On YouTube, you can search The Go-Go Show. Yeah. We are there. Subscribe, like, smash that motherfucking like button. Check the Coke Challenge. Check out Jake's Maverick Hunter J. Check out his single reviews. Check out all that shit.
Jesus Guinness.
God, I vomited in my soul. I think my soul's just pure vomit anyways. That's how I feel. I'm just a garbage human being.
We're all garbage. We're all trash.
We're all just trash, just floating in the piece of shit called life.
See what 98 episodes of just talking about humanity will do to you?
Yeah.
Just like, we're all trash.
So
we had such optimism when we started.
In this episode, we were going to discuss Death Note movie. We're going to discuss a few things from Gamescom, since our last episode we discussed a lot about focused on Microsoft, and then we shot the shit, did some weird stuff.
Really, honestly... there just wasn't as much from Gamescom from the Sony and Nintendo that I wanted, but we're going
to talk about the Nintendo shitstorm a little bit. That is the SNES Classic,
God,
or the SNES if you're
the SNES mess.
Maximum Cortez or Andy Cortez from Kind of Funny, or
I'm coining that actually, the SNES mess.
yeah, it's he calls it the SNES, which that's weird. And the funny thing, the whole argument is Tim Geddes is like, you don't call the PS4 the Piss 4, and I was like, that's actually really funny. And I'm just gonna be like, man, what you been doing? Oh, I've been playing that Piss 4,
Piss for you.
Yeah,
It's a subcategory.
get that Piss 4 Pro.
Piss for you is a subcategory on chat roulette.
Oh, sweet. Oh, we've talked about peeing on each other in the back, not each other, but peeing on people or people peeing on us.
We can talk about peeing on each other tonight.
Yeah, I know. We've gotten weird enough, Jake. So,
have we?
If this is the first time joining, first time listening, first time watching us, thank you so very much. Subscribe, like, help us out. It really does, and we greatly appreciate it. And there is someone who subscribed to us recently, and I'm going to look them up on my phone and shout them out. But while I'm doing that, before I do that, I'm going to start this, and we always start this out with what we've been playing, doing, touching, feeling, squeezing. I don't know. You did a weird note, and I was just like, squeezing.
That was good. That was like a Sega.
Okay, so I'm going to start with you while I try to get this evening.
Well,
What you been playing, do, touching, feeling, Jack?
well,
It's always tits and ass,
Tits and ass, of course.
Of course, yeah.
you know me.
But I have recently played through and finished the Observer. I want to say Overseer for some reason. Oh, what the fuck is going on with me? Observer by Blooper Team Games.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything about it, just check his review out on Maverick Hunter Jake. Maverick Hunter Jake on YouTube. Check it out.
Maverick Hunter Jake on YouTube. There's an actual review of the game. You'll see all my little fine notes that I did not enjoy it, but I'm also not a fan of Layers of Fear. I think it's
mediocre.
It's mediocre. It's a walking simulator, and it's cheap jump scare bullshit, and it sets up an atmosphere, but then it makes jump scares. See, and I bring up Soma in the review of Observer because Soma has some jump scares, but they keep them spaced enough and do them well enough that they're actually startling when they happen. You can't have a game based on like I know
jump scares all the time.
It's gonna happen when I turn around. I know what's gonna happen. Something's different. Everything's weird. I get it. Ew. It's not fun. It's not scary.
Yeah, that's kind of like
you
lose Dead Space.
You lose the fear factor, and then you just start making fun of it.
Yeah, except Dead Space was incredible, the first one, but Dead Space is similar. Like you could walk, and you're like, someone's gonna pop out of here. Someone's gonna pop out of here.
Yeah, Dead Space. The first hour of Dead Space was pretty freaky, but then
you start recognizing patterns and how things are.
Yeah, but Dead Space is also a solid game,
Yeah.
so I didn't shit on it. I'm like, that's just a cool game.
Dead Space 1's good. 2 was never played 3. 2 was good. Never played 3.
3 is awful.
Old games are old. That's what some people's mentality is. So that's it. I know you've been watching Game of Thrones, which that's going to be our main spiel. We're going to save that to the end.
Yes,
that'll be spoilers. Everything we're going to talk about the whole season. So
watch Game of Thrones. Watch the Death Note movie, which we're going to talk about. And I have been checking out Darkwood.
Game.
It's a game. It's a top-down survival horror indie game that's pretty sweet.
All right. What art style wise? Is it pixelated or?
I'm gonna say 64-bit.
Okay.
It's really detailed pixel graphic, but it's done.
Then
it's done really well.
The horror element in it isn't. There's no jump scares or it's not scary. It's just
the looming fear of there is shit there that is going to kill you if you don't do the right things.
Okay.
So I'm like,
cool.
That's horror. That's horror that is there and is going to remain.
Yeah.
And there's a constant threat of something going to happen. You're like, if I don't do this, I'm going to fucking die.
Yeah. That's cool.
So it's pretty neat. I may stream it. It's also quite difficult. So
the game's difficult.
It's pretty difficult.
Okay.
But I might stream it. I might not. I don't know if I'll do any kind of videos about it, but it's fun. It's refreshing. Top down. I haven't played a top down game Since since
The Escapist.
I didn't play The Escapist. Since Don't Starve. It's probably one of the last ones I really played.
Don't Starve has a really good art style, though.
It does.
But it's a survival game, which goes against... Speaking of survival games, all these... There's been great talk about No Man's Sky.
I like the
and I really want to try... I still own the game, and I want to boot it back up and maybe check it out again.
Get that like 10 gig download of like updates.
There's been like 3 big substantial updates. They've changed tons of stuff, so I'm curious of what's going on with it. And apparently it looks better, plays better, runs better. Wildlife variation's different. All the planets are different. They have like a weird bubble planet. I saw pictures of it. I was like, that looks cool.
That's where Bubble Man lives.
There's like all these bubbles floating around. Weird fucking dinosaur creatures. I
see. This is where like the weird line is drawn for me. Like after playing some like Darkwood, survival horror does hit on a different level than survival games. And I don't call The Forest survival horror. Like there are elements like it's scary.
It's just scary because they're few and far between. You're just going up chopping.
Few and far between, but most of that $15 you spent is just you hanging out in the fucking forest,
chopping down trees.
Like, guys, I spent 6 months building the fucking beach house next to the goddamn ocean. I'm like, that's cool. I played other stuff that was more fun than that.
Yeah, I spent the past 6 months actually playing good games.
Yeah, we have friends that like play that game, and I'm like, that game sucks. That game fucking sucks.
It's not. I mean,
and I have played survival games. I'm not like I
haven't played The Forest. It's just not my cup of tea. So therefore, I don't play survival games because they're just. I don't like them. I don't enjoy
bought
them.
The Forest a long time ago, and what's funny is The Forest is that thing that I talked about on an episode before. I'm like, I will never buy alpha games again. Be like you can purchase it now. It's in alpha. I will never do that again because of that game.
Ark Survival Evolved is finally coming. Is actually out now. It's out of their alpha, beta, whatever early access bullshit that they've been going on for the past 4 years, maybe.
What's fun about Darkwood is it did put out like a demo and like a pre-build and whatever, but they didn't charge you for it. And now it's like out, it's completed. It's like $20 And that I think that's appropriate. I hate it's like I want you to spend I don't know $30 on this game that's not done, and it won't be done for another 2 years. Are you? But you'll get
they use it as a way to fund the project.
They do, but there's a lot of game companies that'll do that, and then they'll take that money and just never finish the game.
Just keep it an alpha build. Minecraft was an alpha for what? I don't know how long.
Look at DayZ.
Years. DayZ's still an alpha?
I mean, DayZ.
Does that game still exist?
I guess. But it's like not.
PUBG's an alpha, but it's only been out for what, 8 months?
It's still an alpha.
Well, it's in early access. It hasn't. There's no full release. It's not completed.
But it's getting a console release here in the next few months.
I don't think so. I don't think it's a console. It's a console launch. It won't be coming out in November. The Xbox One X comes out November.
Well, it's going to be like the
7th
because the Xbox One, I remember, did like game preview, aka.
Well, Microsoft's
alpha.
publishing it. And then there's the whole beat around the bush of like, they're like, are you coming? Microsoft's publishing it on the Xbox. But if you talk to PlayerUnknown, the creator of the game, he's like, we can't discuss that at the time. We don't have anything to say about it. We can't.
To PlayStation.
Yeah. Talking about, they're like, is it coming to PlayStation? Is it coming to other platforms? They're like, we can't say anything about it. I'm like,
that's a yes.
That was a Gamescom thing that they just.
It will happen. Just basically,
it's an indie developed game. It's published on the Xbox by Microsoft, but it's made by a South Korean game developer.
Yeah, he's like that game's going to come out on PS4 within time. Xbox just has first rights.
Yeah, they have a exclusive rights window probably of 6 months to a year.
But really, that's it. That's like all I've been doing, setting up stuff to start live streaming. Figuring all that good shit out.
Cool.
But yeah,
I paid off Destiny 2. Game was Destiny 2. Getting prepped for that shit. I bought Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy Collection, which you get Storm 1, 2, and 3, all DLC, And you get Storm 4 with Road to Boruto DLC, like all the DLC. It's all there. You get the whole basically. It brings it up to Boruto. Been playing that. Been playing the first one. I'm like, these trophies are pretty easy, so am I platinum it. Like, all you have to do, you don't have to get everything. Like, you have to beat 50% of the missions. You have to beat the main story arc. And you have to get 50% of music, figures, and ultimate jutsus. And 50% of support. And I'm like,
you don't have to get it all.
You don't have to get it all. I was like, I could do that. And then there's some fight ones that are like, oh, kill somebody with a grab, or oh god, defeat an enemy with a grab, or an ultimate jutsu, or a standard jutsu, stuff like that. I'm like,
It seems pretty simple.
4 platinums, 1 game, 1 like case. I'm like, all right.
That's just what they should put on the fucking, like, a sticker on it.
Yeah, 4 platinums.
4 platinums, 1 case.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1, along with this delicious, delectable Coca-Cola.
It's good Coke.
It's good Coke.
I showed 2 of the guys.
So much fun to shoot.
I know.
Like,
We need to shoot more. It's just we need to find time.
It's
Need to
hard.
find time. We're just busy.
ain't got no time today. I just ain't got no time.
And like I've been working 6 days a week, and I got a new baby coming, and Jake just got a promotion, so
Yeah. Busy boys.
he's just like fuck. Yeah.
Hate my life.
That's what I'm saying. Episode 100 will happen. I don't know if we're going to live stream 100, but we are going to do a giveaway. And the longer we put it off, the more longer you have to just get in on the giveaway. So I'm going to say episode 100 is the cutoff, but I would like to do a stream for 4 hours or so, do an episode, stream for a little bit, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the plan. That's what I'm planning on. And also, we're going to be at Lex Play. Or I don't know.
I will try.
Jake's
I
going to
will
try.
try my best.
I'll probably have to.
Because of that new promotion. It's
Yeah.
keeping me stuck in the prison that is my retail workplace.
I'll have to recruit Justin then. He's my fallback.
I'd like to have Justin like on more episodes.
Yeah. He just works weird, crazy hours, like night shift and stuff. And then he goes and works his other job. All he does is work. But I guess when you're
All I do is
twerk. All I do is Rihanna, who wouldn't? It's Don't mind me. I'll be in the corner furiously masturbating.
Don't mind me, Butler.
So, okay. Other than that, watching Little Witch Academia, they put season 2 on there. I watched Alien Covenant. Actually, I bought Alien Covenant and I bought Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2. Bought both of them because I own Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and all the other Alien movies. So I was like, fuck it.
What do you think? What did you think of Covenant?
I didn't get to the end of it because Roxas came home. But I got to the end. I got towards... I like the concept of it.
Yeah,
I like how they kind of go into the actual origin of the xenomorph.
Yeah, we'll have to bring this discussion up after you see the ending.
Yeah.
You gotta see the ending.
It was pretty dope. I mean, I liked it. It was cool. Also, I'm part of this beta on the mobile phone. I think it's called Flame vs. Blade. It's a Square Enix game. It's a MOBA. Yeah. I tried it. It was like a week-long beta. I played maybe like 5 matches of it, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on, and I'm getting destroyed. Someone understands this game a lot better than I do. So I just got destroyed. And the controls are weird. Like you're holding your character on your phone. You're just holding them, and then they're going. And then you tap on the enemy, and I'm just like, you just tap it once, and it...
I don't like mobile
But you
games.
can kill like peons, and then you can get more peons, and they evolve to like a larger, stronger peons.
The
And it's just,
neons.
it's cool for a mobile game, but I'm not much of a MOBA person. And if they had more detailed and told you more about the systems and specs, and it's all right, it's cool, it's okay. I'd 6 out of 10 if I had to give it a score.
Would recommend. 6 out of 10 is a would recommend. 5 out of 10.
I mean,
we'll wait to recommend. 4 out of 10 below, will not recommend.
I'd say it's okay. It's decent. I mean, if you like MOBAs and you want to play like a odd, like maybe it takes like 2 minutes to do a match, and you want something to play on your phone.
Did you know
Check it
that was it in China or Korea? They were basically making a almost pirated game that was like Overwatch for your phone.
I bet it played like shit.
Actually, it didn't, and that's what was really fucking
Oh.
cool because it was like it was straight up stealing Overwatch. But for a mobile game to be like a multi-person shooter, it played really well. So everyone was like, "I don't know how to feel."
That's cool. I didn't know about that.
I forget what it was called, but it was a thing. I think it was a couple months ago.
Little Witch Academia Season 2. I'm caught up on Dragon Ball Super. Caught up on My Hero. Little Witch Academy is the one I'm talking about, and I'm caught up on My Hero Academia. All my animes, I'm caught up. Waiting on that fall to hit so I can watch The Flash again. I mean, it's getting good time. Good time for television again. Looking for that fall television. I love it.
I love fall. I just love fall.
Yeah, I know. Weather. It's not hot as balls.
The weather's awesome.
My legs aren't sticking. My legs aren't sticking to my balls.
My balls aren't sticking to my legs.
Yeah.
Figure that one out.
Yeah.
Rorschach. It's like the weather's awesome. 2 favorite holidays are in there.
Halloween.
Thanksgiving, you get to eat fucking food and hang out with family. Then Halloween. Who doesn't love Halloween?
I don't know. It's cool to have kids in Halloween. Halloween's different now when you have kids.
I just like to put on weird face makeup and get drunk with my friends.
I like to just run around the neighborhood and punch small children.
That one.
Yeah.
That's the real fun one.
That's the real fun one.
I like to steal kids' candy.
Don't get caught.
And it's funny because it's like you're 8 years old, Johnny. I think you can go trick or treat by yourself. Okay, just you and your friends.
And then you jump out of the bushes and you
then
beat the shit out of your own child.
Johnny and his friends are going down the street, and then there's me, not dressed up, and I walk up to Johnny and I just rip his fucking. Give me your shit. And he's
got a 40 in a brown paper bag.
Fuck that. No, it's just 40 out.
Yeah,
40 out. Old English. You're standing there and just jerk it out of his hand like, "What are you gonna do, little bitch?"
I got a gallon of sangria,
and then you just come up out of the bushes behind him, wearing the shit from our video,
little
sunglasses,
children's sunglasses.
You just pour water on him. He's like, "Fuck you, Johnny." His makeup runs.
That video hasn't been released yet, so you don't know. The viewers don't know. Listeners don't know.
I just think it'd be funny to fuck with kids on Halloween.
Yeah, it would be.
But
that shit's illegal, though.
Should let the wives and the fiancés go with the kids this year, and then me and you just kind of stay trashed and walk through the rich neighborhoods and steal candy.
And why is Halloween always during the week too? Rarely is it on the weekend. It's Halloween. It's on a fucking Tuesday.
I don't know. It's always
it sucks.
One of my favorite is the weird pagan people, the ones who take it so seriously, for the true meaning.
I usually watch Trick or
Halloween.
Treat, and I'm like, man, I love this movie.
Right?
I know.
It's great.
I love it. It's so
not
good.
the one with Ozzy Osbourne.
Trick or Treat.
Not Trick or Treat.
Yeah, Trick or Treat. They're supposed to have been making a sequel, and I guess it's not happening.
And I will never forget my swan song from that fucking movie. What's your name, honey? Steve Wilkins. Guys, please go watch Trick or Treat.
Hey, honey, go upstairs. Go watch Charlie Brown. But Charlie Brown's an asshole.
It's a really good collection of short films all spliced into one big film. It's awesome.
Really good. It really
it's a really good Halloween movie.
That came out in fucking 5 years, 2014 or 2013.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Actually,
yeah,
I'm gonna look it up. We keep talking.
Yeah. And I've been watching Game of Thrones, of course, and we watched Death Note. So, going to get first on one of our top. Oh, actually, let's do Gamescom real quick. This won't take
shit.
What?
2007.
2007. So the year I graduated. So it's been 10 years. Damn.
It's still good though.
It's still a good movie, and they used a lot of visual effects. So maybe the werewolf transformation scene probably
the school bus of retarded kids that come back from the dead, and I mean that literally. I'm not trying to make fun of anything. It is a school of special needs kids who come back from the dead as zombies.
Yeah. Well, you if you watch the film, you know why.
What's the point of even have the word retarded if you can't use it? Like,
Yeah.
What's the point of even having it as a word if it's chastised of being terrible if I use it? There's a bug on it.
Yeah, well, Jay keeps going outside to pee, and he keeps bringing the bugs in.
I'm just
Because
filthy.
he's nasty.
I'm just gonna say I'm filthy.
He's nasty.
But seriously, on this weird little side tangent, I'm gonna stop it. But I think I'm right. What's the point of having it as a word if you can't use it as a word to describe what it actually means?
Because a lot of people
Are
view
pussies.
it. Well, I mean, but they view it also as a derogatory term.
Well, it is. So deal with it. The world's awful.
Hey,
There's bugs in the room.
Yeah, you can be a piece of shit. That's okay.
There's bugs in the room. Your parents are gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Yeah, whatever. You do you, boo boo.
Eat that pumpkin. That means pussy.
Ha ha! I just
That's a
full
Halloween-
circle. We've just come full circle.
That's a Halloween joke.
Bang bros, bro.
Bang Bros. Welcome to the Bang Bros.
I love it. It'd be great.
I'm gonna start using "eat that pumpkin" as "eat that pussy."
Oh.
That's gonna be good.
Get up in them guts.
Get up in them pumpkin guts.
Yeah, I fucking hate the feeling of pumpkin. God, I don't even. It makes me cringe thinking about it. God, pumpkins. They don't really taste. They taste kind of like shit. The only good
carved
thing
the-
about them is just.
I carved a Pikachu into one year, and it looked really good. But like day 5, like
It
the
was all
Pikachu
nasty.
he was like caving on himself. Like
Pikachu just like he hit the meth pipe like far too many times in that 5 days.
Pikachu, I see you've been hitting that glass dick.
He opens up his mouth and he just
fucking
no teeth.
teeth are just like falling out. He's like,
Okay, so
he's sucking on rubber bands just to fucking get money.
Death Note.
Death Note.
I mean, I can start. I know you probably have some things to say about it,
I
but
didn't.
it was okay. It was shot really well.
That's basically like all I've got to say.
It
Like,
looked.
It was okay.
It was shot well. It looked good. The William Dafoe playing Ryuk was
pretty much like who else could you get?
yeah. It was really good. His laugh super creepy. The ultra violence was awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't expecting the whole. I guess we're gonna do a little bit of spoilers if you haven't seen it. So.
Spoiler for the Netflix.
I mean, I guess for those
Death Note movie if you haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen it, I mean, you can pause it and probably fast forward a little 5 minutes or something. Probably not even that much. But I didn't. This is when he first gets the Death Note, and that's all I'll talk about. Is just because this is the first time they show like gratuitous violence. Is I did not expect the decapitation of the dude to be that gory, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck! This is awesome."
I mean, I guess I didn't, but I expected it because I mean, it's rated mature on Netflix.
Yeah,
so it's like there's gonna be either like gratuitous violence
or nudity, but there's no nudity.
There's no nudity. There's fucksing, but
they're like
but
clothes of fucksing. Like there's insinuated fucksing.
there's cinefucksing.
Yeah, they're like
Skinemax.
they're just like kissing, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm topless," and she's like, "Hey, look, there's my bra," and then it cuts, and you're like, "Oh,
I need to see
Insertion.
I guess y'all been doing it."
the whole thing with me. It's not shot poorly and it's not put together poorly. They did the best they can in
the
an hour and 30 minutes. And
The pacing's fast, but the anime fucking moves like at a snail's pace. The anime is
it does.
slow.
But they do shoot through a lot of shit, and like at the beginning of the very first episode, the anime lights like "I will be a god," and this one it's kind of slow
Progressive,
pacing. Light's
yeah.
pretty much a puss in the very beginning of this, and kind of is throughout. But Light is kind of just like a kind of weird, psychotic, like masochistic kind of guy at the beginning of the anime. He's not nearly as scared to see the Shinigami at the
No, you do that whole
in the
scene. I
anime.
laughed,
But he was like,
yeah, he just. It was okay. The chick who played Mia, I was like, "You're really weird."
she's really weird, and I didn't like it. It's
Yeah.
like you're like a Walmart version of that
You're like,
chick from Twilight.
yeah, you're like. Someone said it's like a Twilight version of Death Note, and I'm like,
The best thing about the whole movie was Willem Dafoe's
yeah, Ryuk.
Ryuk.
The dude who played Light wasn't bad.
No, Nicole was like, why'd they make his hair so fucking stupid? Because his hair is just brown in the anime. It's just brown.
Yeah.
Like
And-
she's like, why'd they make it so fucking dumb? Like,
Why'd they make him have like highlighted tips and shit? I mean, well, I don't know.
highlighted top? Like
Yeah.
his whole all
Yeah,
of
it's
this
blonde,
is just blonde,
but he has like super dark hair. I mean,
in the anime he's just brown.
he has a light brown hair.
I
The
like-
dude who played
I like-
L was really cool. I thought he did a pretty good job.
He's actually in Get Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the first. He's the first guy in the very beginning of Get Out,
yeah.
and the one the main character sees at the house who's like already the other
And he's
black guy
married
who's
to-
like already under control.
Yeah.
It's that guy, and
He's
he
married
does,
to the one woman.
does a fantastic acting job in that movie. He does a great job as Elle in this movie.
Yeah.
He does a really good job. Willem Dafoe is the star to me.
Yeah.
Just as little screen time as he has,
He did a good job.
he does really good. The makeup and everything is really good for
Yeah, the
Ryuk.
CG looks really cool. I mean, it's creepy
It's
and weird.
it's the
and-
best you're gonna probably get.
I think they did the best they could probably do in, like you were saying, an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think it would have been. I think
The
it-
ending
I think it
soundtrack
would've-
thing's weird.
I think it would have done better as a series.
Oh, yeah.
You would have been able to get more shit out, more
Yeah.
information. But then me and Nicole, like, we watched it and we sat there and we're like, why can't, like, can you remember seeing a good anime turn to live action?
No.
And I can't. And then she brought up the have you seen the,
Apparently, the
Have you
Attack on
s-
Titan anime is, or live action is
it's
garbage.
It's garbage. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And then she was like, have you seen the trailers for the new Full Metal Alchemist? And I watched
I
those.
saw the
and was like,
teaser.
it's so bad looking. Like, the only thing that looks really good is Al. Al looks
That
good.
gives me
But she's
no
like,
hope.
she's like, have you seen Edward? You could tell that's a wig. Like, come on.
I have not seen.
And it's true. And I don't know if it's just like how things are shot in Japan, like the film style they want to do. But I don't know, because I've seen movies that look cinematic from Japan that are,
Remember, Gotcha Man, or is it not? Yeah, not Gotcha Man. It's not Guyver. It's what is it? What is it? It's the I can't remember. We watched the anime and the live action, and it makes no sense. It's shot beautifully, but it makes no sense. The dude's a lot of it's covered in mud, and he goes to like.
Guyver?
It's not Guyver. Guyver was the 80s.
Covered in mud.
Yeah, one dude's like covered in mud, and he's just like mud. And one dude has a weird like live action cape, and it has to do with the robots, and I cannot remember what it's called. It's not Gotcha Man. Gotcha Man has to do with like the duck and the.
Fuck.
I've watched that anime and watched the old version, the new version, and watched the live action version. The live action version is garbage.
I really wish I could think of.
I can't. He has a brother, and he's like the same thing, but he's like a different color scheme. He's like player 2, and
We'll talk about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I really
can't.
can't remember.
But I think it's a decent adaptation. It's okay. I don't think it deserves the shit that everyone's like, oh, it sucks. It's garbage. I'm like,
I'm not gonna say it sucked. I still enjoyed it.
I mean, I enjoyed what I was watching. I was like, that's cool, and
I went into it knowing the comparison. Like, you can't put a 26 to 28, episode season to an hour and a half. You can't. You can't.
You don't have the character development.
You can't expect the same explanations. You can't expect the same kind of like story building. It just doesn't fucking happen. There's no way that could happen.
Yeah, that's like taking a television show and then trying to translate it into a movie.
Which is what I think that maybe making Death Note a live action series would have been a better choice.
like maybe a 5-episode or some series. That
Something
probably
like
would have
that,
been cool.
yeah,
like
like
30
for-
minutes a piece, 5 episodes long.
But for like story building purposes, people are like Death Note has been out forever. They only had one season, so that it's pretty ingrained. Like, Death Note is this, and Death Note was this. Like, there's a staple for Death Note, and it's there.
I mean, it's a good anime.
And it would have been better if they would have maybe tried to accommodate for the fact that it's been out as long as it has. It hasn't had any expansions or this and that, and it's pretty much set in stone. It's stationary, and they could have maybe worked it in a little better. But
I think it's a decent adaptation. It's not bad.
It's decent. It's, in my opinion, not amazing. It's not.
It's better than Attack on Titan film.
But it's not amazing, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's okay.
I still throw like Willem Dafoe. I don't even know if he was wearing makeup in that movie, but he looked great.
William Dafoe could have just been playing himself, and you're like, hey.
Honestly, his voice is fucking like right there with Brady. He is
the laugh.
He is a Shinigami.
Yeah,
like, I think that is what Willem Dafoe is, a Shinigami.
Yeah. It was creepy. He did a great job. Okay, we're gonna move on. I just want to talk about the three things we got to talk about on at Gamescom. Is just these little highlights thing. Is the just shit show, this just crap fest that is the Shenmue 3 teaser trailer, and good lord,
the face.
It's so, oh my god, you're like, what year is this? This is 2017.
Right.
This is a PS4 game. This is built on Cryware and Unreal 4, and you're like, what the fuck? This looks like a PS3 game that was upgraded
from a PS2
PS2 game.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
And
it was kickstarted for like fucking lots of money.
Was that a speculation? Like,
no,
I'm not speculate. Was that a stipulation to have? I want the character to never move his face.
Yeah, I mean, it like if you ever you played BioWare,
look
games,
it up on YouTube right now.
Yeah, just watch it.
Watch the trailer.
It's fucking garbage. It's awful. It is.
Wait, I'm doing
awful.
it. I'm doing it.
And the he's like skinny, and the guy he's fighting is like, he looks like.
Wait, I'm gonna be the guy he's fighting.
Yeah, he's like extended jaw, big ass nose, super buff. And I don't know. I have never played Shenmue 2 because it was on Dreamcast.
I never played it,
or Xbox. And
I didn't really even know what
Shenmue
the game
was on.
I honestly,
Dreamcast?
to be honest with you guys, I don't even know what this fucking game is. And Grant told me about it, and I watched the trailer, and I'm like, that just looks like shit.
I know what the game is. I've never played any of them. I always wanted to.
To me, the main character looks like old Toonami anime. It was just like the guy.
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yes. Yes, he does. Like,
yeah. The main character, I can't remember the main dude's
generic anime guy. That's the name of this game.
It looks bad, and that's all I want to say. It looks like shit. Just go look it up, watch it. It looks terrible. Like, what
really
fucking year is this?
Bad.
It looks so bad.
Really fucking bad.
Knack 2. I played the demo for Knack 2, and the Knack 2 characters look better than this fucking game.
All you people out there want to hate on Knack, you just don't like platform games.
I mean, I beat Knack. It's kind of hard. Knack 2 looks dope.
Knack just looks fun. It just looks like a game you go through.
Yeah, I went through it, played it, beat it. I was like, okay, all right. It was worth the $5 I paid for it.
There are these games that will come in your life.
And Knack 2 is $39.99. It's $40. It's
there are these games that are going to pop up in your life that you want to maybe shit on because it's like, it's not like AAA, and I don't see like blood splatter, and I don't see like the shadow bouncing off that chick's tit on my face.
But the thing, what makes a game a game?
Is it being a game?
Yeah, I mean, does it entertain you? Are you having fun? Or are you enjoying yourself while you're playing it?
It all goes to
personal preference.
Different crowds.
Naruto isn't a big thing. Naruto Shippuden.
It's just a small thing. Like, I feel a lot of people growing up now with the games that come out now, they're not going to know the reasoning for, like, I love these old platforming games because that's all you had when you were our age. Now, you had some different...
You saw the box art, you're like, that looks cool, and then you rent it.
It's like an airbrush painting of a guy killing demons. You're like, that looks neat.
And then you get it, and you're like, God, this is bad. So bad.
Oh, it was awesome. You made up everything in your head, and
you're like, I've been stuck on this same level. That's the one thing about being a child. Like, but I can let Roxas play Mario Kart, and he will just he could play it and he won't even win or anything, or he could go around and just drive or whatever,
so
and he would
much-
enjoy it. He would have
so
fun.
much realism is given out in games now. Like so much detail in this, and then there's this expectation of kids growing up that this game has to look this way or do this or function this way. I'm like, do you forget that it's literally called a game and it needs to be fun and you need to enjoy it?
I mean, and
regardless of what you do in it, like,
and there's a time and a place for thought provoking, that pushes agendas
And I think
and extends your mind. That's what I like about playing games. I like
and
playing.
I agree, and I think that's for when you're older. Like, there are like 12,
Hellblade is a fantastic experience.
like 12-year-olds playing Hellblade. They shouldn't be playing Hellblade.
They're feeble, dumbass minds. I remember when I was 12, and the only thing I cared about was anime boobs
anime boobs, and I was playing
and real boobs.
probably in 64,
Yeah.
shit like that, and I was playing Mischief Makers and Smash Brothers,
Final Fantasy 7,
Final Fantasy 7, because we had
Final Fantasy 8,
like
anime boobs.
anime boobs.
Watching Gundam Wing and Toonami.
I was just playing fun games, and I grew up playing Mega Man X.
Yeah,
I will say Mega Man X because I didn't grow up playing. I
OG Mega Man.
I played OG Mega Man. I didn't really
Grow up.
like that was my thing.
Yeah.
But I remember like playing that game and it getting installed in my head, and I'm like, you know what? And then I made my own kind of games, like with my friends, and like me and my
We
brother,
went outside and played.
We went outside and played, and like I would pretend to be I would pretend to be Zero actually, and like my friend would be Mega Man, and we would go through the bosses, like pretend,
Yeah.
and
You'd be
Me
a
and-
fucking kid.
and me and my brother, we were so into RPGs, like we would like straight up do like these. We'd like
Write stats
we
and
would,
stuff?
Write stats, we'd draw our characters, like really detailed things, and then you have like a page, and then you had to like roll a dice.
Then you
and
all
if it
lo-
went this way or this way, then you turn the page to a different page. Like me and Josh did that.
Yeah. You would have loved D&D.
Yeah. We
You
weren't
would've
we weren't
loved it.
allowed to play it. 'Cause my dad.
yeah. Highly religious household.
Highly religious. Yes, but we did make our own RPGs on paper.
You basically played D&D
You want to test
Minus-
my fucking street cred?
minus the whole D&D.
Yeah, but we did stuff, and I just feel like shitting on games because it's a certain style of game. You shouldn't do that. There's a lot of fun to be had. Just let
Yeah.
yourself be a kid.
But I mean, as I get older, I'm like, I played Naruto 1 and 2 on the PS3, like way back in the day. I think Jake remembered.
I don't even like Naruto, but those games look fun.
Yeah, we played it together, and
That's exactly
the
what
addict.
I said.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like Naruto, but this is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we played it. We fought each other, and I played it. I think I got drunk a few times, and like,
When have we not?
yeah. So I mean, it's an old game, but it's fun to play. It's enjoying. It's I'm getting so sick and tired of open world games.
Me?
So sick and tired of it. Like we are living in the generation of open world games, and I'm like, I'm kind of done.
You can do anything we want, and I'm like,
love-
I'm just begging, like, please tell me what to do.
I love The Witcher, and I love Horizon, and all these open world games are great, and they're awesome. But I've played so many of them, and I'm ready for a nice linear, just Naruto's like, hey, here's the missions. You just play through these missions. I'm like, thank you.
It's like Xenoverse,
Thank you so much.
any Dragon Ball Z fighting game. If you
Xenoverse is awesome. Xenoverse 2 is great. Beat it, and then I sold it.
Play the missions. Do this.
Yeah.
You win.
I went through all of them, and I was like, this is awesome.
I like the idea. It's like you do this, you beat it, you win.
There's
Like,
a Xenoverse
I
coming
feel
to the
like
Switch.
I beat the game.
Yeah. There's a like you can actually see progression and
I
stuff.
almost feel like that's got stolen. Like it's getting taken away from gamers.
Well, they're trying to get you to the whole point of like they want you to make games as a service and game never wanting to leave your console and updating multiplayer.
I get that. I do, but I feel like
I'm gonna play Destiny 2.
I feel
for
like
a long
the idea
fucking
of
time.
like I bought this game, I played through it, I did my best, and I beat it, and I feel accomplished. Like I feel like they got
and if
taken
you
away.
really want to beat it, you can platinum it or 1000 it or anything like that. You can do that if you really enjoyed it and you want to do that, or you can go and resell it.
You always play Dark Souls. Dark Souls is linear.
I don't want to play Dark Souls. I mean, I played Bloodborne, and I'm just like, man.
Dark Souls 3. I did. I don't know. Dark
I
Souls
just
3
don't-
is like I felt super accomplished when I beat it. I beat the Nameless King. I beat everybody.
Dope. I'm gonna play some Destiny, and I'm gonna shoot some motherfuckers in the face,
I will join you.
and I'm gonna play Naruto too.
There was a weird like side tangent that was not planned.
Yeah.
We just started thinking about it.
We're like I said, we're a comedy podcast, conversational. We just go wherever the flow takes us, baby.
I feel like people are getting cheated, man.
Oh, I mean, I
where's my
understand.
congratulations screen? You know what I'm talking
Where's
about.
Post Malone?
I went through so much shit.
Where is Post Malone saying
Can you-
congratulations?
Exactly. You
I
remember
mean-
when you're going through like a game that was like hard as balls and you were doing your best and you finally beat it. And then it's just like, congratulations, you win. There weren't trophies.
And it just
There
said,
were no
it
trophies.
said
It's just like
the credit rolls.
it's like the character who you played as through the game pointed to the screen like, you did it. You're just like,
Yeah. The credits roll. Oh, another weird tangent is, have you seen the video floating around about the kid playing Guitar Hero? And it's just like when you're a Guitar Hero master, and he's literally just like, and at the end of it, his hand is bloody and
Jesus,
yeah.
no. Why?
Every time I see it pop up on Facebook, I'm like, I watch it, and I'm just like, yes, this is fantastic. He hits every note. And at the end of it, he's like, oh, God. Oh, God. He lifts his hand up the screen. And just his knuckles and hands just fucking bleeding. And I'm just like, oh, God. This is incredible. I love it. Thank you so much.
God.
That's commitment. Commitment, people. Other than that, Shenmue, I want to talk about this Biomutant really quick.
Looks neat.
It looks really cool. It looks like it's really early build, alpha probably, or maybe pre-alpha. They have like a few enemies.
Yeah. And
Kind of a dense thing, and like
seems like a
character customization.
It seems like a pretty cookie cutter, like foresty landscape,
Yeah.
but could be a lot added.
The
there.
voiceover kind of thing of like, hey, choose your fur, choose this. It reminded me of Fable.
That guy reminds me of the guy from the Stanley Parable. Like he might even be the
Yeah.
same voice actor.
I mean, it looks cool.
It looks really cool.
I
I
might check it out. I will wait.
Customization.
Yeah, it looks dope. I mean, I'll
You
probably
can
check
make
it
your
out.
own little weird rat
Rat creature. Don't choose the weird purpley
Purple
blue.
and blue, pink and blue.
Yeah,
purple.
it was a bad color scheme. Last thing is Monster Hunter Worlds, exclusively on the PS4. Looks super dope.
Finally.
And as a fan of Monster Hunter on the PSP,
As
it's
am
pretty
I.
dope. It's pretty cool.
That
Reminds me, there's. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to,
I just think
I'm
about
gonna have to spend money.
when's that come out exactly?
I don't know, not Monster Hunter, but
that's gonna be like cool. Like we do group hunts.
oh yeah, that'd be really
'cause
fun.
there's not a doubt in my head that's like
There's gonna be big,
multiplayer.
big monsters. Yeah,
And I know Kirby's gonna buy it. He owns every Monster Hunter game.
that's cool.
He loves.
Did he
Monster
have a
Hunter.
Wii U?
Yeah.
Does he have a Switch? Because they have the Monster Hunter XX coming
He
out.
doesn't have a Switch, but he has the Wii U. He has about almost every video game console. He has Sega. Like the only one he doesn't have is he had a Genesis, but his mom
Does he have a
his mom lets
ColecoVision?
his mom let someone borrow the Genesis, and then that person got the Genesis stolen. So he was like, "I will never forgive you for this."
Yeah. Did he have a ColecoVision? Does he have a 3DO? Does he have a Satellaview?
He doesn't do.
He doesn't do
He doesn't-
old
no,
retro.
He doesn't have like retro, but he's got like the general most pop. He's got
Yeah.
like from our era growing up, most every console. He's got a Super Nintendo. He's got an NES.
The ColecoVision, the Satellaview, and like the 3DO is like they were popular in Europe
no
mainly.
one wants
not.
ColecoVision.
I mean,
play
some
Centipede.
people. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I really want to get into this Game of Thrones thing. I know we're running a little long, and I've got to get to bed because I have to work in the morning.
Yeah.
So, Nintendo's shitstorm of dropping the SNES pre-orders. I think Walmart was the first. Who was the first one? Was it Walmart? No, GameStop. Someone they dropped.
Amazon.
It was Amazon. I think so. No, I don't know. Yeah. I think it was Amazon. Amazon's pre-orders went up at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
I can ask Nicole. I'm
They
sure she
went
got
up-
calls about it.
early as fuck. Like majority of the people are asleep.
They're gone. If you're wondering, they're all gone.
Yeah, they're all gone. You're not getting any.
Which is bullshit.
The only way you can get one is go wait in line at Toys R Us, because that's the only person who did not take pre-orders online and they are shipping to the stores. you have to wait in line.
It's just
I'm saying you'll have to probably get a ticket, and that's how it's going to be.
it's just bullshit. You think like Nintendo can't make enough of this console? I understand the Switch has. If we're going the furthest limb of the tree, I understand the Switch has components and it's built,
that are very similar to the iPhone, like the screens, the batteries.
It's built differently. It is a unique piece of hardware. I understand. If you want to throw out the claim we can't build enough to meet demand, I get it. But there's no fucking way that is happening with the SNES Classic. There's no way.
I mean, you can build a Raspberry Pi.
Fucking just fucking stripper money that shit.
Yeah, I mean, the people will buy. They're selling for $2,000 to $3,000 on eBay.
Are you dumb?
I mean, that's like the third-party resellers are selling them for
dumb. You could buy an SNES probably cheaper than that.
I mean,
you could buy a real SNES cheaper.
You can buy a Super Nintendo and all those games for $800.
That's still too much. Like,
but you're getting a system, and you get those classic games.
It's worth it to be able to be that guy who streams those games because there's an HDMI out.
I mean,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it if you're gonna pay that much money. That's stupid.
That's a lot.
If you're gonna
don't give into the scalpers. If you want it, do not. They'll probably Geek will may have bundles or something. They'll show up.
Honestly,
just wait.
There are things in life that you just might have to miss out on. Like if you,
I wanted one and I was like, man.
You know what's funny is like I don't really care because I've had one. I had an original SNES. I've played all those games. I don't really care to get it again because I've enjoyed my experience as a child. If you are now, 10 years old and begging your fucking rich dad to get you one off of eBay, that's your fucking struggle, not mine. I had the fun. Fuck you, kid.
I would take that $4,000 and roll it into a bomb-ass PC.
Take that $4,000, roll it to a fucking joint and shove it up your mom's fucking asshole. That's how we fucking party now.
That's right.
Guess what? Because when you get older, none of it matters because everyone fucking dies. Relive the past as much as you can, you old fucking pieces of shit.
So now that Jake has destroyed every rich child in the planet and made them feel terrible for...
Get a job.
Made them personally feel terrible for having their parents' money. I don't know.
I feel
it's your own fucking parents' fault for giving in to your demands.
It's your parents' fault for me not liking you, so you blame them.
The struggle.
I can dislike or like whoever I want.
Yeah. Hey,
thus is freedom.
So, all right, we're gonna talk about spoilers in a second, but before that, if you have not finished Game of Thrones,
yes.
we're gonna do our sign off thing, and I'll repeat it probably after the spoilers. But this is 98. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for loving, touching, feeling, squeezing. Thank you for all who subscribe to us on YouTube. Thank you for all the listeners out there who listen to us on.
Thank you for
all the podcast services.
Beautiful, glorious people who download our podcast and listen on your own time. That's amazing.
Just thank you so much for doing that. Truly, thank you so much. We're doing a giveaway on episode 100, hopefully. I will put the details out on Twitter in the next couple of days. When you hear this, the details will already be out. And most likely, the details are probably going to be, we're going to be streaming on Twitch. You'll have to be in the Twitch chat, be watching us, following us on Twitter, because that's how we're going to get in contact with you if you win. Or if you're in Twitch, we'll probably, direct message you. And subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yep.
And while you're doing that, you might as well just subscribe to everything else because that all helps us out. And if you want to give us reviews and ratings and smash that motherfucking like button, we greatly appreciate it. But that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be probably giving away 2 gift cards. The amount we have not finalized, but it's going to be in the range between $25 to $50 somewhere around
per gift card.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. So that's kind of what we're doing.
If you're the luckiest fucking person in the world and we're picking random subscribers, you could have the potential to win $100 in gift cards if you got
lucky. Both of them. But no, I don't think so. I think it should just once you've been picked.
I'm gonna pick a rando. Grant's gonna pick a rando.
Yeah,
I feel like that'd be.
I'm sure there's an app of a randomizer where I can
We'll figure it
The
out.
best way to probably, if you want to really enter and make sure you get entered and I don't miss you, just email us at whatsupgogocast@gmail.com and be like,
You know
hey,
what?
I entered.
I feel like that should be the thing.
Yeah.
If you're going to qualify, you need to email and let us know that you subscribed to the channel and followed and stuff like that. We'll figure out the details by next episode, but I feel like that's a good solid that we know like who's entered in the competition.
And then we can put your name, whatever you want to go by, a screen name or your personal name or whatever. I'm sure I can download a randomizer app, put them in there, and you can hit a fucking button, and it'll just go bloop, 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 and there's the winner.
And then we'll DM you and
Or
we'll get your
direct-
information.
we'll-
We'll figure out how to get you your prize.
Yep. That's what we'll do.
Sound good?
So,
And no, it's not. It's not going to be an SNES Classic.
no.
Keep dreaming.
I'm not going to...
fucking Richie Rich.
Yeah. I'm not going to take I don't have $8,000. I don't have... If I had $8,000,
I only have one.
I would
grand.
buy I would buy... If I had $8,000, I would buy an SNES Classic. Goodness gracious, my hair's crazy. Oh, God, what's going?
Easy there, Bill Murray from Kingpin. But recap. We're all good.
Yes.
Recap right now, and there are spoilers ahead.
Oh,
for
yeah.
The
Well,
oh, we haven't finished.
finish the closing out. That's the details on the giveaway. Thank you for subscribing, liking, doing, touching, feeling, squeezing. We have... Check us out, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. All the Game Over, Game On. Subscribe to us on YouTube. The Go-Go Show.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody you know about us. If you enjoy us, spread us around like a good old case of herpes.
Just like a little witch batch of herpes just
Yeah.
mixing in the pot.
Yeah. Just tell everybody. Grandma's cats, lobsters.
You sure
Claws.
this is good to take?
Yes, it'll cure your sore throat.
Yeah. Just whatever. Just tell if you have friends that with this kind of same kind of humor and they like video games. I mean, with that we do commentary and we
They might like
discuss it. So maybe they like it. Just let them know. And if you subscribe to us, like Justin Boland did on the good old Go-Go Show. There was a bug on my Brian Judelson. Sorry. I don't know why Justin Bowles. I don't know. But Brian Judelson subscribed to us on YouTube. Thank you so very much, Brian.
Thank you, sir. You're awesome. You're not going to get an SNES
No.
Classic.
I mean, if you
But
got
that's
one,
okay.
that's sweet. If you got a pre-order, congratulations.
Congrats.
I would probably resell that shit because Star Fox 2 is...
Is that the reason? Because it's got the one game?
I don't know.
Do
I
people
don't
not
know.
understand that game is probably going to get re-released for the Switch in a few
Yeah,
months?
it will. It'll come out. They'll all come out.
It's too big a title to put to a limited release.
Yeah.
It's
It'll-
Star Fox 2.
Yeah.
They'll put it out on the SNES when they get their
That or somebody will somehow be able to rip the ROMs off of it anyways, and it's a computer. There's smart people out there, much smarter than I am.
I drink and play video games
Yeah.
and talk about my dick.
Yeah.
Or his dick.
Yeah.
Or anyone else's dick in the vicinity.
Jake just likes dick.
If I can get this one out of my throat, that'd sound better.
Yeah. So, yes, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for loving, touch, squeeze, and filling, all that stuff. Like us, subscribe to us, share us, and thank you so very much. Really, greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
It's 98, and now we're going to get into spoilers. So if you've watched Game of Thrones, I was saving this till the end and was giving you a heads up in the title because I wanted everyone who's watched it and they want to stop and then they can come back to this. They can do that. We're going to talk about...
Thoughts, opinions.
Yeah. Game of Thrones is over.
Season 7.
Season 7. Season 8, well, they're saying rumor is it 2019, and that's going to fucking suck. My after now that Game of Thrones is over, I'm going to unsubscribe to HBO Go.
So there's other shows.
Yeah. I mean, Ballers, Vice
You
Principals.
can finally watch all of 6 Feet Under, like I've told you to watch a million fucking times.
I have a child and another child, and I mean, Archer, he'll be asleep.
What ballers? Like,
Because it has Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I like The
you
Rock.
said, like The Leftovers. You could say like Vinyl. All these other shows.
Ballers.
Ballers. Anyway, this is about the
Game of Thrones. So, what do you want to start with, Jake? I'll let you lead this. What do you want to talk about?
Season 7?
Season 7.
Season 7.
Overall thoughts and opinions.
Okay, season 7 brought one thing. Like the one thing, like, I understand like the character building. I understand the story building throughout the series.
I'm glad.
I'm super into like the weird supernatural and like the death.
Yeah.
And like the cool shit. Like, so I was really excited that there were a lot more White Walkers throughout this season. And then you get to see the Night King, and you get to see him do some crazy, like, you're like, oh, there is a reason to be afraid of you kind of shit.
He's a fucking gold medalist javelin
thrower who kills a dragon with one hit.
Yeah, did we mention there's going to be spoilers? I'm sorry. I think we've given you fair warning in this. I'm going to stop time.
Yeah.
That's the last time I'm going to mention spoilers.
Yes. But
or to give you the spoiler warning.
The whole season as a whole, like, the vibe of it has been a bit more predictable.
I like how they're finally wrapping up like story threads that have been culminating for the past 5 to 6 fucking seasons.
I don't know. This season's really like
super action based,
and I like it. One of my top 10 favorite movies is Braveheart. You get like a lot of battle. Like there's several huge battles in this season. There's the one. Oh
God, when the dragon shows up.
When the dragon shows up for the first time on the battlefield. There's what's their name? The Iron
Owls.
Yeah, like the ship battle in the first couple episodes. There's the undead fight, which is fucking amazing. That's
episode 6, or is it? There's 7 episodes in the season, right?
Episode 6. There wasn't one on 7. 7 was more like just
7 was kind of slow paced.
It was 7. Like the finale was. It's fairly slow paced, but it's also very interesting.
There was 2 good beats in the finale. In actuality, the first few episodes, I'm like, okay, they're wrapping up threads and all this other stuff. They get the one chick from Dawn and her daughters, and they're dead. And John's like, I'm the king of the North, blah, blah, blah. The Stark family's coming back together. Bran's a weird...
nice to be king of the North,
but I am. Bran's some just weird motherfucker.
Fucking decked out in cozy throws and hanging out by a tree like, oh, I'm Three-Eyed Raven.
I'm the Three-Eyed Raven. I like trees.
I like trees and I see all, depending on what the writers say.
Yeah. But when Sam Tully tells me, oh shit,
Jon Snow's a Targaryen. Should I know? It's episode 5. I'm not supposed to say that yet.
Jon Snow's, his last name shouldn't be Snow. It should be Sand, because that's what a Dornish bastard's name is.
Funny. It was funny because, like...
Rhaegar got married!
I shouldn't have laughed. But I laughed. Like, very small. It was like, huh. There's that kind of laugh. So, when it first shows Bran in a wheelchair, he's like, he made this for me to get around. I was like, huh. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
Aren't there a lot of stairs in...
There's tons of stairs in a castle.
Yeah. Like, how does he get into the tree, now that you've mentioned it? The tree is like in the forest outside Winterfell, and the Winterfell's like 2 stories, and there's lots of...
That's like the 2 episodes you don't see him at the tree. Because it's like, he's at the tree, then there's 2 episodes, and he's at the tree again. It takes 2 episodes for him to get to the tree, because he's just like...
I mean, Hodor isn't around anymore.
These fucking ragdolls. And he gets up like, Ravens!
I mean, it's only funny because the actor playing Bran isn't paraplegic.
I guess.
I mean, he's not. But, I mean,
I guess
there's
not funny.
No, but I
I'm
mean,
kidding.
just thinking about
it's
how he got...
I mean, it is straight up like the medieval times. They had accessibility. Like, they didn't even like
They didn't
even like women. Like,
they didn't have handicap accessible ramps.
That was not a thing. He's just like, welcome to the biggest castle of the North. He's like, fuck.
But But I'm the three-eyed raven.
Well, with them ravens fucking claw me up the stairs. He's like, no.
Well, why don't you call them fucking ravens and
I
have
guess
them
it's gonna be a cold night, isn't it?
have them ravens fly your ass up the fucking stairs.
Like I like that's one point in the story that always gets skipped on the storytelling. It's like, how did he get downstairs? Like,
I don't know.
come on.
Like every time they show him, he's just like sitting by a fire or sitting by the tree.
How do you do
or
it?
sitting in front of a table.
you
But he's always sitting.
Are you teleporting? He's just like, he's my dagger. His fire's warm.
Okay.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him either. He's just like in the corner. I may need that. Where'd you get in? The door was locked. We broke in. I've been there. Three-eyed raven.
So the key points, my 4 favorite parts was my first favorite part's the whole dragon coming in.
Anything like
The dragon flying in and just burning the shit out of the Lannister army. I laughed out loud of sheer excitement. I was just like,
you get
oh.
to see how weak the Lannister army
Yeah.
is against the dragon.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, and that's just one.
Yeah. It just they're sitting there and they're like, oh fuck. And then the wind blows and it's just dust. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is great.
That shit must be hot.
It was so good. I mean, the undead fight was fantastic.
That's fucking great. Like that
It was so
that
good.
whole episode was.
And you every time you thought it was going to end, it didn't. And everyone makes fun of how the fact that whatever his fucking name is, like the Night King's an Olympic javelin thrower. The one dude with the mallet, I can't remember. He's like an Olympic sprinter. Like he's just fucking
He went all the way back to the wall. He's
Yeah.
just like, whoo,
yeah.
that was a good run.
And then he passes out, and then the Raven's just like, I'm a fucking jet. And then out of nowhere, Daenerys. And it just,
The Raven sent word.
yeah, I know. The Raven got there. But that Raven
I've heard the span of them setting on that block
Must have
of
been
ice
days.
was 2 days.
Yeah.
Like that's that's supposed to be the span of time they were setting there.
It looked like it took him 2 days longer than 2 days to walk there. But it took him 2 days. He ran for 2 days straight. Bull fucking shit.
That, my friends, are what we call editing.
Yeah, he was just. He didn't take the hammer, so he's much faster.
Despite the logistics, it was awesome looking.
Where did the whites? Where did they get the chains?
I don't know. Nicole was like, "How did the ones that fell in the water get out of the water?" And like, I just kind of was like, I climbed up the chains, and then someone was like, "Where'd they get the chains?" I'm like,
You're like, that's a good point.
That's a good question.
especially chains that sturdy to
Yeah.
to pull a boat.
Yeah,
Like it would have to be something like to pull a boat into the dock.
yeah. It was massive. Like they huge. Not only are the White Walkers just zombies, but they're also expert blacksmiths.
Blacksmiths make like 1,500 feet of fucking chain
Yeah, in the span
that
of
are bigger. Like
hours.
the lengths are big as my face.
Yeah,
I did rewatch
that whole scene
because of like all the White Walkers. I did rewatch the first episode where Jon Snow kills his first White Walker, which is like episode 8 in season 5.
all the memes are great too. They're like, if Jaime Lannister gets a Valerian hand, he can just bitch slap the fuck out of the White Walkers. Because you know the Valerian steel, fire, and dragon glass. 3 things that kill the wraiths. The White Walkers.
But
So-
I watched that, and it was kind of cool because that was like when they took over. Like he went to save the wildlings with old dude with the beard. I forget his name every time. Like the red beard.
Yeah, I love him.
Like-
He's great. He's like, I want to make babies with her. Like Brienne of Tarth.
He's like,
It's
I don't
great.
give a fuck. I'll suck a dick. I like to fucking fight.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
yes, you're cool.
You like to party,
But you like to party too hard. Put your penis in the mashed potatoes. But he like they go there. They
is it Torin?
They try to make friends with like the wildlings. Some of them come and like,
is it Gendry?
And then like the attack of the Dead Army, and it was like in that episode I understood how the Dead Army grows so much. I guess you could piece it together.
I think like if you die,
they kill everyone. If they kill anybody, like it's just like a body. Like, just a battlefield full of dead bodies, and then the Night King comes in and raises everybody up, so that army is that much more.
Yeah.
I was like, I get it.
And I think, like, the main White Walkers, the main ones, not the whites. I think they're calling the zombies the whites, and then the other ones are the White Walkers. The main guys, there was like five of them.
Five of them, and he killed one.
Yeah. So now there's four, but the ones
like
the ones who look like Gandalf.
They're white with like the white long hair and the armor, and they're like
But I think they are
take this spear.
The children of they're the men that the one guy was given to him, and the Night King would bring them like make them blue, and they would age. Like there's no telling how long they've been over there.
They're dope. I think the White Walkers and the Night King are the coolest part of the show.
Yeah. I like the whole thing with Jamie and Cersei. They're talking. He's like, if you don't join them, you're gonna be dead, and if you do join them, you're gonna be dead. I mean, you either fight and you live, or you don't fight and they lose, and then everyone dies.
That was a big thing in this season. You actually find a differential point between Jamie and Cersei, and Jamie's like, I want to help. I want to help humanity live. I guess for our child, sis. But then she's like the selfish side of like, we could just sit on this island and live, and then it'll pass. But I'm siding with Jamie besides the sister fucking.
But, nephew fucking aunt, that's okay.
That's fine. Because that ass.
Because they're hot. Cersei, after she cut her hair, I was like, nah.
They got that hot bod. They got that hot incest bod.
You just like two boys fucking. It's Cersei and Jamie.
Which one's the bottom?
Both. Which one doesn't have two hands?
Basically, at the end of season 7, you got Jon. He's pleading for help. Cersei says, yes, you will have the help of my army. Then they're off. Then they're off to go fight the White Walkers. And then Cersei tells Jamie, no, you fucking think I'm serious?
Yeah.
So, but Jamie left to go help actually fight the White Walkers. So,
because Cersei was going to have the mountain kill him. And I was like, that's fucked up.
She
sucks. Cersei sucks. Like, she's a terrible fucking character. She's worse than her children. She's worse than Joffrey.
I feel like, predictions. I feel like she will die in season 8.
She becomes bad. She doesn't die. She just goes to the Night King, sucks his fucking zombie blue ass cock.
Gets brain freeze.
Because he just blows his frozen magical juices all down her gullet. And
snow cone.
Brings a whole new meaning to snow cone.
Snowbone.
Snowbone. Yeah,
that's Daenerys. She done did a snowbone.
Yeah. So, other than that, the zombie, the white fight, the dragon fight, white fight,
undead dragon tearing down the wall.
Yeah, that was how the season ended. Episode 7 ended with the dragon destroying the wall. I'm like, that's fucking cool. And Littlefinger just fucking getting murdered.
Getting his throat slit.
And I was just like, thank you. I
was watching it with a room full of people, and we were all just like, yes.
I wanted him to, he just sucks so bad. The only character I hate more than him, I've always hated Littlefinger. I've always hated him. Always have. He's a piece of shit. He's a slimy, nasty motherfucker. I wish his death was more gruesome. I wish it had been like Joffrey's and him just turning all bloated and purple and just vomiting and shit. Just so nasty. But Deshae had a good point in the theory of the fact that Arya has to save his face. So she can, use her faceless assassin powers and she can still rule the Vale.
But in the end, I enjoyed season 7. I'm excited to see what's happening in
I hope-
season 8.
I hope the pacing stays really well with this. I hope the pacing stays with the pacing of season 7, and then this is supposed to be 5 episodes. 6 episodes. Season 8 is, and they're supposed to arrange between an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes each episode. I'm stoked. Hopefully it doesn't take till 2019. They need to keep that fire burning, that fire stoked. So they need to keep going.
Yeah.
They need to have it, and they're filming it right now. Deshay's been showing me shit on Instagram of all of them posting stuff on Instagram, and they're filming. Yeah, I'm right there with you. So,
but
again, what were you gonna say?
No, I think this is a good point to wrap it up.
Yeah. So again, 98. If you've stuck with this, thank you so very much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for doing. Thank you liking, touching, feeling, squeezing. Thank you for all. We're gonna be at Let's Play. We have a giveaway, all that stuff. If you've stuck this far, you already know that.
Yeah.
So thank you so very much. I'm Grant McClure.
I'm
Brigadoon564 on Twitter. Yes.
I couldn't stop.
Also, Brigadoon564 on the PlayStation Network. If you want to play some motherfucking Destiny 2 on the PlayStation. Jake is Maverick Hunter 0.
The Maverick Hunter 0 on PlayStation. Maverick Hunter J on Twitter. Maverick Hunter Jake on YouTube. Look it up. Have some fun. Do some shit.
Like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Thank you so very much. Love, peace, and chicken grease. 98. See ya.
Peace.